Hello there everybody, it is me, GamingRock673 here once again, and this is Computer Review episode number 7, and today we have a Dell Latitude D610, if you've seen in my other video. So, starting, since this is a laptop and a little bit easier to handle than that computer over there to look for ports, let's go ahead and start off early. On this side, we have the missing cover, but that is the CD-ROM and DVD-ROM, 2 USB ports, 10100 Ethernet. That's a S-video connector, but you need a special cable for that. 2 USB ports, 56K modem, parallel, serial, VGA for a VGA monitor, and then the power connector, which is already plugged in. And then a fan. This is not the Pentium 4, which, as many of you know, had a bad tendency to cook themselves to death. I believe this is either a Intel Centurion or a Pentium M. I'm not sure which one it is. A Kensington lock slot, which is what I believe that is. A microphone or line-in jack, and a headphone jack, and the zip drive, which you would put a PCMCIA card in for internet. This one has the option for wireless internet, so it does not have that. And that's it for the ports. Turn this thing upside down to see if there's anything else. And up top here, you can see that we have a place for a docking base, hard drive, memory, battery. That might be the memory. One of these is the memory. I'm not quite sure which one. That's the hard drive, and that's the battery, and that's the place for a docking port. This was a business machine back in 2004 when it was made. So, it's got a little bit of a difficult latch to get to work. Let's go ahead and get our port and plug it in, because I think the battery is low. Dang it, I wanted to go into system setup just so I could tell you guys what this had, but it don't look like we're going to be able to do so. But yes, Microsoft Windows XP, like it's prescribed to have. As you can see, the fans working over there. Classic Windows startup screen. Found new hardware driver, which is not plugged in. No, it's not plugged in. Not plugged in. It will not allow it because it is not plugged in. Then, as you can see, we have no antivirus software because this thing does not have internet. I had to reinstall the operating system on it back in 2017 because it wasn't working right. Dell accessories, Dell resource. Now this one we're actually going to do a CD player test. So let me grab a CD over here. Pretty sure I'm going to get copyrighted for this, but that's just how things are, unfortunately. So I believe this... Oh, it's already got a USAF CD in it. Oh yeah, because I've been playing that here a lot lately. I'm going to set it on my pile of miscellaneous CDs over there. Let's go ahead and see what's... Go ahead and do a CD player test. Very likely I will be copyrighted for this, but unfortunately they're trying to get all my videos for that now. YouTube's become a whole bunch of bullcrap in that matter. Go ahead and turn on media player. So let's go ahead and play a track. works. Starting to speed up. And yes, it works. Let's find another one. We need to go ahead and turn that off. YouTube is not a big fan of that. But the CD player does indeed work, so let's go ahead and pull up the control panel and look at some of the specs that this computer has. Windows XP, Service Pack 2, registered to me, 1.6 gigahertz Pentium M, and 2 gigabytes of memory maxed out. Everything is about right. Let's go ahead and see what our hard drive capacity is. Probably shouldn't have closed everything in here out to do that. Let's go ahead and see. This one has a 33.2 gig hard drive, basically just a 40 gig hard drive, 33.2 gig total. I've used about 3 gigs to put some games on here to play, which I'll probably upload some videos of in the near future. Go ahead and go back to control panel, and I'll look at our display. As you can see, I have just the modified Windows XP Professional, which is honestly what I like. As you can see, we're going to look at our settings. 32 bits, 1024 by 768 pixels, 32-bit colors. As you can see, 2 screens. Now this thing at idle hardly generates any heat at all. It's got great fans on it that work great to make sure that it does not overheat, unlike the Pentium 4 of that desktop and laptop over there. Oddly enough, the desktop does not show many issues of overheating. This one most certainly does. Normally at idle, when you first boot it up, it's like 70 degrees, but it's been as hot as 105 degrees. That one's been as hot as 104, 105 as well. Before I had to put another fan in. The fan that was in it originally quit working. I had to put in another one. You can see everything on there. I'd say this is a pretty good laptop that Dell had come out with. Windows XP runs beautifully on it. Now, let's go ahead and play some USAF. What do you all say to that? Well, we can't play it because that's a two-hand job. But I'll upload some footage of me playing it here soon. But anyway, I guess that's enough for this video. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment if you want to. And I'll see you all later.